This is made up of fiscal conservatives, foreign policy hawks, evangelical Christians, pro-family, pro-life, pro-Second Amendment. That entire coalition, Trump is really going to need all of that in order to win Virginia. Mike Pence was chosen primarily to reassure traditional Republicans, conservative Republicans, evangelical Republicans, that their voice will be heard.
All right, thank you, John. Some pretty bold statements he is referencing there. WSLS 10 political analyst Dr. Ed Lynch joins us now to offer his perspective on this town hall. So, you know, he's talking about Tim Kaine, but well, first let's talk about how this is his first stop after the RNC with Pence right here in Southwest Virginia. What message does that send to the folks at home?
Well, I think it sends a couple of messages. Number one, Trump's daughter at the Republican National Convention the other night introduced him as the candidate for the forgotten man, the forgotten people. And this is a part of the state here in Southwest Virginia that sometimes has to stand in line behind Northern Virginia, has to stand in line behind Tidewater to get attention. I think that was part of the reason that he came here. And I think coal country and Hillary Clinton's opposition to coal, his embrace of coal was the other reason that he came right to this part of Virginia.
And when you talk about why Virginia, a lot of that probably also has to do with the Democratic VP pick in Tim Kaine. John just was touching on some of the things that Trump said. He called him a horrible choice by Hillary Clinton. Does that have a lot of impact on why he came here?
Well, yeah, he's got to prove, Trump has to prove that Trump believes that Virginia is still in play, that he is not conceding Virginia because a Virginia senator has been chosen as the vice presidential pick. And John said something else that's very important in this, particularly given what's going on the Democratic side with the emails and the scandal that's going on over there. There's nothing in the Tim Kaine candidacy that appeases the Bernie Sanders supporters. Tim Kaine is known as a moderate in Washington. So for those who were looking for a pick that would kind of bring the Bernie Sanders supporters in, they had to be disappointed, and it's in Trump's benefit in his interest to play up that disappointment and play up Tim Kaine.
So is this just the beginning of stops that we see from here on till November in Southwest Virginia and Virginia?
Well, the polls will dictate that. There'll be a number of There are going to be a number of battleground states this year, more than usual, because Trump has brought a lot of new people in. Bernie Sanders has brought a lot of new people in, and when push comes to shove, most of them will vote for the Democratic ticket. So there are going to be states in play, like Michigan, for example, that haven't been in play before. Whether or not Virginia stays in play, well, we're going to have to depend on the polls for that, which is not a great thing because the polls are going to be less reliable than usual this time.
Real quickly, just wanted to ask you about the significance of having an event like this, the town hall. That could really help a candidate help Trump.
It could if he approaches it a little bit differently. He talked way too long today for a town hall meeting, only left himself with the chance to answer 2 or 3 questions. Questions from a friendly crowd at a town hall meeting always help a candidate. The fact that they're unexpected is overshadowed by the fact that most of them are going to be friendly softball questions. If he's going to keep doing this, he needs to talk a lot less and listen a little more.
Okay.